Good afternoon. We are so pleased to have our special guest, Conrad, Professor Callihan, and our fellow consultants here today. Welcome. Conrad, I present to you Diversity Inc. I'm Lesbia Kelly.
I'm Ashley Morrell.
I'm Ben Capriva.
I'm Charles Lopez.
And as your consultants, our goal is to help you to achieve yours. Now, your two main objectives are to increase bus ridership and also at least have 100 rides per day. With that in mind, we would like to offer you some points for you to consider at this time.
So some background information that we want to provide. PPCC students already pay $10 per semester. The fee is beginning at $10 and it will drop if so many rides are met, 100 rides are met per semester, or per day, I'm sorry. If the student body does not ride the bus system, it's gonna be a problem for those that depend on that and actually need that. And the pilot program ends July 31st on 2020. Metro has a Voyager route that is located, that connects from Rampart Range to Voyager, that runs 12 hours per day as well. So we went out for our group and for our focus groups, and we went and surveyed a class of 11 students. So this data that I'm gonna present to you is based off of that. It's a very small pool. 27% of the students that we surveyed have an alternate means of transportation, whether it be a car, carpool, some other ride to get to school. 90% of students that we surveyed knew about the bus. So a lot of students we found actually were very aware of the bus program. Several female students, including some in our class as well, had actually expressed safety concerns regarding being a female, smaller, weaker, and potentially having the possibility of non-PPCC students that could follow them off the bus, and it made them just a little unsafe, even though there are really good safety precautions already on the bus. The people are trained, there's cameras and all these other things as well. But it made certain female students here feel just a little bit unsafe regarding riding due to this. Many students also had concerns over the lack of the inter-campus and bus shuttles, and have expressed multiple times the willingness to pay more if this was further renegotiated and implemented. We know you can't control that. And students primarily use the bus Monday through Thursday, and the peak day is Tuesday.
All right, so some obstacles that are encountered that need to be overcome, so the problems. Students don't consider convenience. There is a safety factor, as Ashley was explaining. Many students feel unsafe on the bus. There's a lack of knowledge on bus access from Rampart campus. Students don't know where the bus stop actually is. And then all that leads to a lack of bus ridership, which is evidently the problem that we have right now. As you can see off to the right there, in the month of October, there were 421 rides to this campus, and that number obviously needs to be significantly higher. So our criteria for the solutions that we've come up with are essentially what Conrad has the ability to influence or change. This includes but not limited to on-campus advertisements, increased awareness through campaigns on campus, and possibly renegotiating some ideas on the bus route.
Now, I remember the first time I came to Pikes Peak Community College. I was so happy and excited. It was at the Centennial campus where everything seems bigger. It was so fantastic because there was lots of lovely people, big lights, huge classrooms, and lots of information. Now, if you were gonna ask me to give you specifics, I would not know what to tell you. I don't remember. Since we want students to remember, a possible addition to your plan of action would be to reiterate the bus availability benefits the program has to offer. And also, just for you, Conrad, to just go in, give a short presentation, just short and sweet, with the valuable information that you have compiled from all your marketing and communication consultants. And this will give you credibility and also give students the wanting to belong and do something, and then they will actually want to go ahead and give it a try. Now, Rampart campus is a little bit different. It is unique in that every student, we've noticed that the number of high school students is higher. Now, with that in mind, a second possible addition to your plan of action would be to perhaps incorporate a procedure where we'll require each one of the students to have this bus information in writing. Now, this page can be a short one-pager with just information about what is available, what the benefits the program has to offer. But then this page will have a cutoff section in the bottom, which both the students and the parents have to sign. Now, when you have this and you compile this, what could happen is that the professors can go ahead and gather this information, these slips, signed slips, at the beginning of the semester. And then this way, you know for sure what is there and who knows, both the students and the parents. Now, as an added bonus, we can have this page translated for parents who do not speak much English, whose language is their first language. Now, we can do that because hablamos español.
Okay, so when you first come to Pikes Peak, most of us, not all of us, go through the new student orientation. All right. Once you're in that orientation, you receive information about Pikes Peak. So one of the solutions that our group team came up with is why not share the Metro Bus program information with the students at that point when they start their first Pikes Peak experience. Okay, another one is signs should be placed in the bathrooms. That was mentioned earlier, but I just wanted to add something to that. At some point, students will have to go to the bathroom. and I can testify that I read what's posted in the bathroom. That would also raise awareness about the Metro Bus program. Another one is, when we surveyed the classrooms with other students, we kept getting feedback, and we got feedback and data from the students, and they constantly were concerned about the convenience of riding the bus or the inconvenience of riding the bus. That was a major point that they made. Another one was something that we mentioned earlier, was the safety of riding the bus. So primarily females, were concerned with their safety on riding the bus. Some specific recommendations was maybe place the large banner at the entrance with arrows pointing towards the bus stop. I'll be honest, when I first got to Pikes Peak, I thought that was an alternative smoking area. I didn't know that was a designated bus stop. Because there were several people smoking, and I thought, well, they went out in space, they got a little room shelter to go to there. So we could maybe place a banner in front of the school to point towards the bus stop so that people have a better idea of where it's located. Advertise cameras on the bus. When we rode the bus, we were looking for those cameras, and they were kind of hard to find. But if people know that there's security cameras on the bus, they'll feel a little bit more comfortable about riding it. The inter-campus shuttle investment. Again, students expressed how they would not mind paying the additional $8 to go from one campus to the other. All right, and that was, again, a big number of the students were like, well, why can't we have a campus shuttle? I said, we're working on
Thank you, Charles. And thanks to each one of you for the privilege of your time. Conrad, thank you for the opportunity to work with you. And best wishes in your endeavor.